Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Friday. I hope you guys are having a great end of your week. So today is the much anticipated, I shouldn't say that, it's something that you guys have asked for a very long time. It's the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude foundation. You guys have been asking me for a little bit since it came out to review it and see what I thought, and I actually just picked it up today and I'm going to give that a good go. I want to read to you what the website says. And so the website says it's lightweight, SPF 30, anti-pollution, 24-hour wear, light to medium coverage. And it says it's water light. The fluid, long-wearing makeup feels like you have nothing on, moves comfortably with your skin, looks fresh, natural, healthy, and even toned. It hydrates with a moisture complex of red fruit extract, including watermelon, lychee seed, and apple. The finish says it's a real skin satin finish. It's anti-pollution, oil-free, oil-controlling, hydrating, ophthalmologist tested, dermatologist tested, non-acnogenic, won't clog pores basically, fragrance free, which is awesome. So you're supposed to shake it really well, and for best results, do not pour makeup. It comes like this. How are you supposed to not pour? Are you supposed to buy a pump? Am I just the only one that doesn't know that? Anyways, instead it says cover the opening with your finger and carefully flip the bottle upside down. This will give you enough foundation for light to medium coverage. Repeat for more coverage. All right. Okay, cool. And then I want to look at ingredients. Okay, so it does have silica in it and dimethicone and a couple other ingredients. Has a couple, several different types of dimethicone in here. So if you have sensitive skin, it probably would not be, or acneic skin, even though it says non-acnogenic. But that just is kind of occlusive on the skin, so just something to keep in mind. This does, how many shades do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 shades. I actually have the same color as I do in Double Wear, the regular one, which is Desert Beige 2N1. And so, yeah, so let's get to it. All right. I did talk to the lady in the store, and she said that she likes to apply it with her beauty blender. So we're going to try that. Okay, upside down on my finger and putting it on. So when I hear, because it said this is water-based, when I hear that something is water-based, I don't usually apply it with a beauty blender. So let's just see how it goes on with our fingers. I'm actually going to take this off really quickly, this side, and I'm going to try it with a primer. And I'm going to use the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, just a little bit to see if that helps at all. Okay, so let's see. I'm doing one more application with my finger because that is super sheer. I mean, that first coverage was like nothing on me. So I guess, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you like that, you can just use your hand with one little, you know, shake over and see what you think. But it is super, super lightweight, which I know it's supposed to be, lightweight, but it says light to medium coverage. Okay, can you tell the difference between each side? Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side with my finger. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit more coverage over the primer. I mean, slightly, let's be real. So with my hands, this is lighter coverage than the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation, which obviously we know we can build that up to about medium. And I apply that foundation with my hands. So this is even lighter coverage than that. It feels really light on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It doesn't have any fragrance, to be honest with you. Oh, I forgot to tell you how much it is. It is... Okay, so it's 1 fluid ounce for $42. All right, so this is with quite a, I mean, it's like, I would say 4 times over with just my finger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this a little bit more on the back of my hand. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and let's see what we can do. Okay, so as I'm putting more and more and more on, it's not really building, but it is really pretty on the skin. Definitely not medium coverage. This definitely is a very, very lightweight coverage, like a running around daily kind of coverage for those that want lighter coverage. I think what I'll do is I will put some on the back of my hand and let me go in with a brush. So if you are wanting it to be, I would say this is a light, I'd say a high light coverage, if that makes sense. So you always are going to get more coverage with a brush, but I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender just to smooth this out a little bit. My nose looks really good. It's definitely not covering as well as my Makeup Forever Water Blend foundation on my nose, but that's okay. And just kind of, yeah, the beauty blender almost removes it on my nose, but you know me and my nose, I have problems with it. First impressions, what do you guys think? I think my skin looks really pretty. I think it looks very put together. I think it looks glowy and dewy. I would not have to use anything underneath it as far as a luminizing primer. Do I see a difference in my... I don't see a difference between the two sides, whether I've used a primer or not. So I don't think a primer is necessarily... you know, necessary for this foundation. It feels lightweight. It does have a 24-hour wear time, which is bananas. So we're gonna see if this actually sets while I'm finishing up my makeup, and hopefully it sets a little bit because it is pretty dewy. Like, I would be afraid to put powders on over this because they would grab. So we'll give it some time to sit, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish my makeup really quickly and I'll be right back. All right, so here is the final look, basically. I feel like it looks really pretty on the skin. It definitely has not dried down yet, so I just worry about the wearability of this foundation. I know that sounds weird, but you know, like when you use Double Wear, it dries down super quick and you can't feel it anywhere. Now, I don't know if that's the skincare I used before, but I always use that skincare, so I'm not quite sure. So we'll have to see if that affects the longevity of this foundation. But I did end up setting it with my Hourglass Luminous Lights all over, and I just felt like powders would not go on great over this. So yeah, so we will check in a little bit. I am going to take you into some natural light and let you see what it really looks like. All right, let's do it. All right, you guys, so here it is in normal light. You can actually see kind of how luminous it is through here. Now, does that bother me? No. It doesn't bother me to be kind of luminescent through here. Obviously, I put a powder on that was not mattifying, so I'm into that. If you are more into, obviously, the matte look, you'll want to set it with the appropriate powder for the finish that you desire. So far, do I think that this foundation would be great for dry, normal, mature skin? Absolutely. I think that this foundation would be great for that. You know, oily skin, I feel, again, maybe if you prepped the skin really well with a mattifying moisturizer, this might do well for you, because it does kind of flip-flop to however you have prepped the skin, which I love foundations that do that. It's really, really fantastic. So I love it. I think it looks really pretty. We'll have to see. I probably will get pretty shiny throughout the day, and I might need to touch up, you know, right here, but you know, a little shine never hurt anybody. Well, at least it doesn't hurt me. So we'll see you guys. I'll see you back in a little bit. Hi. I look a little crazy. It is many, many hours later. I actually was thinking to myself, oh, I don't know, it doesn't look very good. But then kind of as I sit here, it doesn't look that bad. We are at hour like 12. Yeah, about hour 12. It did finally kind of dry down, so that's great. It feels weightless on the skin. The whole day I kind of forgot that I was wearing foundation, but it all has come off around here. So when they say it has 24 hours of wear, I just don't know how that's possible. You know what I mean? Yes, I touch my nose quite a bit, but still, it has, I mean, it's just completely off my nose. So I don't know what to do about that. But overall, I think the foundation actually is a really nice foundation. I definitely think it's more for mature skin. Definitely more for people that have drier skin, normal skin, oily skin. I think it's just going to be too hydrating. Throughout the day, I was pretty dewy. But, you know, maybe I'll try this with, I don't know, I just would hate to try it for a mattifying primer underneath to make it look not so dewy when I love healthy, radiant, glowing skin. So if you've tried this foundation and you have oily skin, I want to hear from you too. I want to hear how it works. I want you to tell people in the description how you make it not so luminous, because it is a hydrating formula, even though it is oil-free. But I think overall it gets a thumbs up for me. Not 2 thumbs up, but it definitely gets a thumbs up for me. I think this is one that you definitely should try. It is a very lightweight. Think of this more as like a BB cream, but with just an extra punch. That's what this is. So for me, it's a, you know, running around, doing errands, things of that nature, but it might be your everyday coverage that you are looking for, and that is totally cool. So that is my 2 cents. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, guys.